Is my screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So let us check. So this was the character, if you can remember. Okay. Before that, just tell me, all of you started doing the blocking of a character.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Because character is very easy. You just keep working with me, then it will be better. So this much
Sir,
we have done.
sir, we have
Yes.
to take same character or
No,
different.
not necessary, not necessary, but similar kind of character. Do similar kind of character because this is very simplified. So it will be better.
Okay, sir.
Do similar kind of character, yes. So as you can see, we have started doing the blocking of the character, and this much we have done so far. Okay, so I can see some of the areas we need to do a little bit adjustments. I don't know if we have the back of this character, then we can check. Okay, so let us check from where we can start today. The collar. Okay, the collar of the shirt. So today, last day we have done the blocking of the character. Today we'll be checking how to add hints of the things, because this is going to be a kind of low poly character. Okay, not very high poly. So we'll check that how uh, till the end we can keep it as low poly as much we can, basically. So coming to the chart, this is the X-ray mode, but then also not visible too much. So I can see the collar is coming up to this much. So I need a topology accordingly. So like this, I need a topology. So sometimes this can be a little bit challenging. Okay, so what can be done? This is a very simplified character. So from here, yeah, it's starting from here. I can see. Then going gradually from here like this, like this. What could be done? I could change this loop also. Generally, uh, I would like to do that. Basically, this circular loop should come at the neck of the T-shirt also as a circular loop. But in this case, it is uh, coming too much downward, so the entire topology will look different, and that is the reason I am splitting in this particular case. It's not needed for each and every case. It will not be like this, but in this case I am doing like this, and then it will go like this. And let us check. And that is the reason we have to model characters, because each and every character's topology can be a little bit different according to the props and everything. So this edge, you can see I have created a triangle and pentagon. So selecting that edge and edit mesh and collapse. I think there is a problem. It's not collapsing, so much. Okay, so got the same thing. Checking if everything is all right. Everything is all right over there. So by pressing 3 also, I can check if everything is correct. So all these are quads, I can see. So that area is fine. Now, what about this? This area, right? So same thing, triangle and a pentagon. Selecting this mesh and sorry, edit mesh and collapse. So here it worked. So once again, you can see all our quads. Same thing over here. So this area becoming too complicated. So I have to do something. So let us check.
Sir,
Yes,
so in hand
yes, tell me.
modeling, I try to do collapse for topology purpose,
Hmm.
for flow purpose. But when it comes to when we press 3 and we see preview, it
Hmm.
becomes pinchy area, that area. We did collapse.
No, come once again.
And sir,
Which model?
when we
Which
do
model you are
collapse,
talking about?
head modeling, sir,
Head model. Okay.
for topology and equal flow purpose, we remove the edges by
Hmm.
collapsing, but it
Hmm.
becomes pinchy, like it's coming out when we press 3 and see the preview.
Okay. No, some cases actually you have to see like if collapsing is actually necessary in that area or not. Means how to make you understand. Each and every area collapsing will not be needed. Means I'll just try to give you one example. Suppose I have to create something. Suppose over here I'm creating a loop. Okay. Now this is a triangle and this is a pentagon. Now I can collapse it. There will be no problem. There will be no pinching area. But suddenly somewhere collapsing this edge is not needed. Then definitely pinch will come. But in this case, if I am collapsing this, everywhere problem is solved. Like just select this and collapse. Everywhere problem is solved. And definitely that will become a 5 valency.
Then, sir, you collapse two edges.
No, only one. Collapsing two edges means merging two vertices. Just remember this. Collapsing means merging two vertices. This is one vertex, there is one vertex. I am collapsing this edge means I am merging these two into one. So it will become a triangle over here. Just check. See, that is the reason it's pinching.
Means, sir, when triangles and pentagons are near, we can the in between edges we can collapse anyone.
No. I showed you no which one to collapse. Anyone you should not. No, where everything is solved after collapsing, you should collapse only in that area, nowhere else.
No, sir. It was network issue bit, so I didn't notice.
No, suppose over here, no, I am okay. Now this is a triangle and this is a pentagon. I want to solve it. Okay, then I need to collapse this. So if I collapse this is a quad, this is a quad, this is a quad. But I cannot collapse this or this or this or this or this. No, only this I can collapse.
सागर
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
लास्ट में
Yes.
पूछना, लास्ट में ठीक है, सब लोग पूछ लेंगे, ठीक है, एक साथ सब लोग। हम्म।
Okay. Now over here also I can see a triangle. So let us check what can be done. Uh, but I was thinking if this loop is there, no. So what can be done? Just slide it downward, and if I can continue this loop like this, okay, and this one not needed, even this one. So gradually you can see I am changing my topology according to the necessity of the model. Okay, now here uh, once again I need to check this area because this topology is also needed. Okay, this topology. This topology, why it is needed? Because in this area the clavicle bone is there. This is the clavicle bone area. It can go a little bit upward, I guess, but that is also important. Or let's add, see, I guess you people can understand I don't have any preconception about it. I'm just spontaneously working with this. So approximately here, why I have given this uh, loop, because of this is the clavicle I can see. Okay, so this will be useful later on. So let us check if everything is quad. Still one triangle. No, this is again a quad, but this is not looking very good. Okay, uh, not looking very good. And another thing is what I am feeling. This should come somewhere over here. It will be better. Then the distance is a little bit better. So okay, that's fine. Here is a triangle. Here is a triangle. So this triangle, we don't need it. So it has become a quad now. That's all right. I know this is becoming a little bit complicated for you. Um, Actually, I wanted to make it simplified. Now it has become a little bit complicated. Otherwise, I could have used a straightforward process. Anyway, it's not actually complicated. What I did, I traced the shape over here. I can see. So I will go according to the shape, but still I am getting the hints of that chart. You can see over here. Okay, so we just need to modify this area, and that's all. Then everything is done for us. So I'm just trying to do that. So all these areas are fine. Only one triangle is remaining. So we have to do something for that. So, okay, we don't need it. Just avoiding any pinching in this area. So you know what? Around this line, a similar kind of loop should be there. So what I'm doing for now, I'm not keeping this loop. I just added this edge loop, but that's not needed. I will just solve this area. So around it, I'm just creating another loop like this. Okay. Once again, I can see another triangle in this area. So not a problem. From here, um, just modifying it once again, and you can see I'm doing the same thing basically. So just delete. So now this is a quad. This loop is coming downward. So what will happen? It should be like this. Yes. So this is not needed. And according to the shape, I'm just um, coming downward. All right. Now in this area, I can see there is a problem, right? So from here to there, anyway, all these loops should come like this, like this. Now here is one triangle. We have to do something. Okay. So once again, this one by one. So a little bit more. And what can be done? So from here directly, see guys, now it will look simplified. So all the loops according to this shape I have created, and gradually it is coming like this. So I want something like this. All right, and at the back it is already fine, much more simplified. But over here, now there is one thing we have to do. Taking the lasso tool, shift, fill part remaining. So selecting this much area, edit mesh, and extract. So what basically I have done, this is a different geometry and this is a different geometry. All right, I have made it separate. So selecting this mesh, going to the mirror option, and definitely positive X direction, it is already there. Let us check where the pivot point. Absolutely fine at the center. So negative X direction, So much of pinching. So merge threshold, as you know, 0.001. Okay, this is fine. Now over here, you can see this is a triangle, right? So what I'm going to do, okay, I could have done it before only. It's not a problem. Okay, that's not a triangle, that's a quad. But still,
Yes, sir.
uh, yes, still we need one loop in this area, and even another loop in this area. Now what I'm going to do, I'm selecting the last loop. Can you see the last loop I have selected? Okay. Now I'm pushing it a little bit inside because it will go inside the shirt. I'm pushing it little bit inside. The last loop. Okay. And what can be done, you can extrude it, the last loop, once more, and just extending inside so that after animating, this is not going to be visible. I can see a little bit here and there, so we just need to manage those areas. So when you are working with a character, you have to uh, work according to that particular character. That's very important. Okay, so selecting this one. Now once again duplicate spatial. So now what's happening? This is different. This is different. All right. So now I will be working with this only. Okay. That hints is there. That the body is going inside. That was needed. So now what I'm going to do. So from here, I'm selecting up to this much. Okay. So extruding like this, and also you know what? According to the shape, right? Okay, that's fine. Now in this, once again, I have to do little adjustments, so it will come a little bit downward. Just give more time to all these areas because I still can see some crookedness is there. Just give a little bit more time. So I guess you're getting my point. What's happening over here? So this is happening, right? So Okay, need to adjust much more in this area. So once again, according to the character, it has to be. All right. Don't worry too much because the shirt also will behave like an organic model. So don't worry. If some shape is here and there, so there will be no problem. So selecting this much, extruding. So this time, okay, for now, I'm just keeping it like this. Okay, all right. For now, I'm just keeping it like this. Now let's come to this area and need some adjustments. So similarly, this one. You can see we have to do it much more. Okay, similarly this one. So gradually, you just need to give some time to all these areas. Okay, need to give time. Now, what about this one? I was just waiting for this. Okay, so this is a little bit too long. So this much it is coming. So this vertex is fine. What about the next one? Shit. Which one is the next one? This one, I guess. Okay. So let's take care of these interpenetrations. Some of the areas happening interpenetration, so should not happen. Okay. So now it is looking like a collar. Okay. So, but the collar is looking black in color. Okay. So for that, what can be done? Why it is looking black? Because the normal better not to explain but to show you. So going to display polygon. Okay, over here there is one option called face normal. Okay, face normal. We all know what normal is, right? So normal size. Let's reduce it to 0.1. So each and every face there is a perpendicular line. So that is the normal of that face. Okay, but in this case you can see the normals, the black portion, actually the normals you can see it is coming from inside out, but the black portions normal actually, if you notice, going inside, not coming outside but going inside. Okay, that means what? The normals are just flipped, reversed. So what we need to do from here to there, let's select the faces, selecting these faces also. Now only for this area, what I am doing, going to mesh display and reverse. So now everything is all right. Now you can see the normals are coming out of the face, coming out of the face. Okay, so that is the job of normal. Okay, now the color is visible. You can see color is looking like a color of the shirt. That topology also we are getting accordingly. Now just coming down, concentrating on the shirt only, this area, this area. Okay, there is one problem. When you are looking at your model from the side view, it is looking perfect. This look, this particular look, okay, it is looking perfect. But when you are looking from the front, it is not looking correct. So you just need to choose one, like which one to take basically. And generally, most of the cases, the side one, if we are tracing, it is always better. I This is my personal observation. Another thing can be done. I will just move it up a little bit, coming to the side view, and this one, the side view, just moving, selecting the vertex, okay, and this one again going up a little bit. Okay, here one observation: it is going inside. Last day I didn't trace properly because I just have done the blocking. That's all. Okay, it's like that. All right, but here another thing could be done. Just one observation. These two, these two. Okay, just check the position. It's coming like this, circular pattern. So it should come downward definitely. Okay, so even this vertex should come downward. Now these two are selected. Just go over here, and it is almost fine. It's going inside like this. So this curve. I don't know if you can see it properly, but I can see in my reference it is going inside a little bit. So I just pushed it inside a little bit. Okay, then it will get the hints of the shirt basically. This particular loop. Okay, and next loop will be there, but accordingly. Okay, all right. Because this is a human body, this is also a joint. The entire spine is joint. Okay, so many joints are there. So I need to add more loops in these areas. Definitely. Even in this area. So this area I'm uh, coming back. Definitely we need to add. So this loop we have got. Now for the belt, another loop I need in this area. So what can be done? What I am doing from here, I'm just giving the loop for the belt like this in that direction itself, because this is this is not working for us too much in this area. This loop is going totally a different direction. So this can go a little bit inside. You can see. Okay. So what I'm doing over here, how much is necessary? the thickness, I am keeping it a little less, a little less. You will understand the reason. Okay, here also, I guess this is the position for the belt, but in the front view, you can see the belt is coming a little bit downward. That's the problem. So let's keep it in between, neither the side view nor the front view. So compromising a little bit. Okay, keeping the belt over there. It's all right. Now what I'm going to do, uh, selecting this, delete, select and mirror. And merge threshold should be 0.001. Okay, this is looking fine. Now why I have kept that area a little bit inside, let us check. Over here also I have to do the same, a little bit inside. Because for the belt, I thought of extruding it. Okay, so that it will look like a belt. Otherwise, it will not look like a belt. So now I have extruded it. Now it will look like a belt. Okay, so this much is fine. Now once again, I will go to the front view, and that is the reason I mirrored it. So selecting all these, just deleting it. Everything is fine, and duplicate special. Okay, now coming to the side view once again, and if you check it carefully, the shirt is like this, like this. Okay, so let's try to create that. So first of all, I have to add two more edge loops in this area. Anyway, it will be needed because, as I told, the entire spine is having so many joints. So one loop over here, you can see it's anyway going inside. I can see it's going inside, and another loop over here. But this loop, instead of going inside, I need to scale it up like this. But now I'm just doing like this. Let us go to the front view, and in the front view also. So guys, don't worry because we are not going to match this, because if we match the front view, the side view will not be matched. Sorry, this one. I don't want to hamper the center line, so it also should go this side. Now I'll come back to this area in the perspective and need to change it. But you can see what I am trying to do. Inside belt is there, and now the shirt. So it cannot be like this, like this. So let's check it. The inclination is there, then suddenly going inside. So the same thing I'm trying. I will uh, try to do that. So here also the same thing. All right. This is, I feel, definitely the same thing I have to do, but coming a little bit too much. Double selected. Okay. This is fine. but still some adjustments are needed. First of all, it is looking very, very cubic, not looking like uh, an organic shape. Okay, so what I think in this area in the front, now the problem is from the side view it is looking like in the front also this distortion is there, but then also what I feel generally in the front this will be very less, at side this will be more. Okay, so I'll try to do that and selecting the entire loop. And what I feel, if I press 3 now, I'm already getting that. Can you see? I'm already getting that. So in this, I don't want any crease or anything. But the problem is when I'm pressing 3, the shirt is not giving me trouble because shirt is fine now. Okay, I can just do a little bit adjustment so that it will look a little bit organic. How it will look a little bit organic? If I make this a little bit downward, this a little bit upward, so automatically it will look organic. So here still I'm not very much convinced in this area. It's still looking cubic because of this, I guess. Yes. It's better. It's looking. It's deposited over here. It was needed. All right. Same thing. This one. Let's check the model from each and every direction. This one now could come. Sorry, could come a little bit downward. All right. Now the problem is over here. A belt separately is not looking like a belt. Yeah, separately it is not looking like a belt. So what I need to do, previously we have used it, and selecting this edge loop. Okay, going to mesh tool and using crease and middle mouse drag like this. Okay, so what is the use of crease? It will increase the sharpness of that particular edge. So how much you will drag, middle mouse drag, that much uh, sharp it will become. So the same thing I'm going to do over here. Let's check once again. Mesh tool, crease. It is written drag middle mouse button to add value in the crease. So middle mouse just dragging, and how much thickness you are getting, that much crease it is. So now pressing 3, can you see the thickness now? So by inserting double loop also this can be done. Absolutely fine. Can be done. But this is another way I wanted to show you. So the crease. Okay. What I am feeling, maybe you are also feeling the same thing for this. Can we bevel it? So can we give one segment bevel? Just check. Okay. So fraction, just increasing a little bit. And I was just thinking if we will get a little bit better result in this. I guess we can keep it bevel. Okay. And this distance, let's make a little bit more and less. This can be a little bit more. This will be less. Again, this will be a little bit more. This will be less. This will be more. So definitely, if you are doing this, then only it will look like organic shape. Otherwise, it will not look. What I think, even this area can go a little bit inside. All right. Now you can see the shirt is separate, the belt is separate, and the pant is separate. It is looking like the shirt is there, then there is a belt, and then the pant. Okay. And what I feel from here to there, also I need to add crease. Sorry, I selected something else. Okay, just to get the sharp line over there. Okay, last day we have used crease in this area also. So at the end also we should add crease. This area. So from where the hand is coming out. Okay, guys. Now gradually coming a little bit downward. Now this area. So let's start working with a knee. With a knee. Okay. Knee is a joint. It is going to be animated. So what do you need to do? You need to add edge loops, isn't it? So two edge loops. So total in a joint we are having three edge loops. So let's come to this. At the back of the knee there can be pinching, but knee should look. So how this area the topology should be. Let's check. It has to be like this and like this. Okay, here the pinching is, but over here after rigging this could be easily bended, something like this. Okay, now if you want to make it a little bit more prominent, so this can be a little bit downward, backward, so that getting the hints of the knee. So now nothing I'm making too detailed, but everywhere I'm just giving the hints of the areas, like it is there. So now in this also you can see another observation in this area. The height is a little bit too much in this area. Okay, and don't you think like from here to there it should go upward? It's looking like that, isn't it? This loop should go upward, then only it will create this V shape. So similarly this one I'm pushing it upward, so this one a little bit upward, not entirely but only this much. So this one, all right, this is looking much better now, because I'm thinking while animating how it will behave. So from here according to this loop, it is going to bend. Like when the leg will bend forward, no, like this, it will bend. So through this loop, it is going to bend through this loop, through this loop. So this loop entirely is there. Okay. So now it is looking fine. It has to be like this. Okay. So you understood one thing. This is a joint. So immediate loop. So one that side, one this side. Immediate loop should be there. So going to the front view once again. In this area, greater trochanter is there. So in female figure, it will be more. In male figure, it will be more, but not that much. In your character, always between the legs, this gap you should always keep. Then what will happen during rigging, when you are painting the skin weight, there will be not a problem. Like this side, bone influence will not go to that side if you are keeping the gap. If you are not keeping the gap, then there can be a problem. Okay, so this area is fine. Now just checking the reference, almost fine. Once again, coming to the front view, and still the length is too much. So adding another loop, this area, going to the side, and over here also it is looking fine. A little bit more I can see. So definitely, guys, you need to place it very carefully. This is also length is a little bit too much. So giving another loop, and let us check. I can see here it is narrow. You also can see it is narrow. Going to the side view, just check. Yes, it is narrow. Our characterization is like that. If something is bulgy in modeling, try to make it a little bit more bulgy so that after smoothness it will come on its place. And something is narrow, make it more narrow, so after smoothness it will once again come to its correct position. So I did the same thing basically. I made it a little bit more narrow. You can see. Okay. Still I feel another loop, because still looking rectangular in shape, right? So another loop, and this loop can come a little bit downward. Why so many loops? Because all these loops are holding the shape of this area. So we need to add these edge loops. And around me in this area, I am feeling another loop should come. Just to hold the shape of the knee. In this area, this is fine, narrow. Okay. Now this, you can move it up. Now this is fine. Absolutely fine. Okay. Now coming to the lower leg. Guys, tell me one thing. All of you are getting my points, right? How I am doing it. It's easy. Okay, fine. Now coming to this area, let us check uh, the orientation. If you see correctly, the orientation is somehow like this, like this. I can see a direction like this. Can you see? I don't know. Somehow the direction is like this. Okay, so I'm giving the direction like that, and I want to insert another loop, and this loop will be straight loop like this from here. Okay, so this much is fine. So the knee we have created, it could be little smaller. And in between another loop should come. You can see front view. You need to trace it correctly. This is human body is not difficult, just you need to trace it correctly, that's all. So this one, go a little bit backward, go to the front view. It's almost fine. After that, this area, another loop I'm inserting the side. Okay, all right. So in this area, this loop, now I want my loops gradually like this. Okay, that is the reason I deleted it. So immediately there will be another loop in this area. You can see almost looking fine. Okay, I want this direction. That is the reason I deleted that loop. Come to the front view. It's too small in this. So it should be at least this much. Okay. Now from here, another loop, a little bit too small. So making it a little bit bigger, making it smaller. All right. Now let us check how is it looking. What you can assume, another loop in this area, isn't it? So I'm just adding another loop in this area, and let's check. It's looking fine. Right. Now this one, what I'm doing, I'll just delete it because direction could be better. I'm feeling that. So I'm just adding that loop once again. Now the direction is correct. Okay. Now all the loops direction, I guess, guys, you are getting my point. The direction means what I'm talking about. So this started like this, then gradually like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. The loops are not straight. Though looking straight, but it is not straight. Okay, so it will uh, help to hold the shape of the model. That is the reason, very, very important. Now guys, coming to this area, over here also the same thing, like this one we should have a piece. Okay, similarly this one should have a crease. So then what will happen? Pressing 3, okay, I guess you are getting my point. Okay, over here also I supposed to do the same thing. Okay, in this also what I'm feeling, instead of keeping the crease over here, let's add the crease over here. How that difference is. Don't you think it's looking better now? It's looking much better. Even this we don't want basically. Yes, it should be like this, looking like a shirt.
Sir, sir,
Yes, Sagar.
So what did you do? You deleted the edge
No,
loop?
no, not deleted the edge. I actually I previously I creased this edge loop. So now I have given the crease the inside one. So that's looking more convincing than this one. See,
Previous
the
one was
inside
there.
one is looking. No, I didn't erase it. But I did. Just check it once again. Previously it was like this. Previously it was like this. So what I did, if you go to the right hand side, you are adding crease. If you are going to left hand side, you are decreasing crease. So I decreased it.
Okay.
There is one problem, guys, that when you are exporting your model into OBJ, this all this crease will go. Okay, crease will not be there. So if you are working only in Maya, this all this crease will work. But if you are working in some other applications, then this can give a problem. And in that case, you really need to add loops like this. So you need to keep double loops so that after pressing 3, automatically it will become a sharp edge. Okay, I guess you are getting my point. So some applications will not take the crease. Now in this area, guys, all of you know, because you are doing animation, it is going to bend. This area is going to bend like this while walking, right? So there is a joint in this area, and joint means we need to add edge loops. Absolutely fine. This is looking so. Now this is the outer side. We have opportunity to do some adjustments. Once again, I'm telling you, if you can draw things, then modeling will be very easy for you. You can draw it. All right. So better result you're getting. What I am feeling like, this can come a little bit inside. It has to be narrow. Yes, looking much better. And definitely the over here also, it is going to bend. So generally, if you are rigging it, so we give one joint over here, from here another joint, and from here over here another joint, right? So over here also I have to add 2 more edge loops. And definitely not only for that, but it is going to hold the shape of it. That is much more important in modeling. Animation will be secondary. First you should get the shape of it, and then when you got the shape, then analyze the entire model in terms of the animation and rigging. But first of all, you should get the shape of it. So once again, because it is a cartoon character, we can exaggerate size and shape of the shoe a little bit. That definitely can be done. All right. But I'm feeling this could come a little bit forward. That is true. Okay. From here to there. Oh, sorry. It's not taking actually. Okay. Coming to the side view. Don't think it should be a flat plane, isn't it? So scaling it down. Now this is a flat plane. Okay. Now from here to there, same thing I have to do for this also. Two faces. What is the side view? Now it is looking fine. And what I feel it should go a little bit. Over here, the means a little bit rotation is there in the feet, but I didn't give any rotation to it, and that is the reason it is looking very narrow. But it is actually not narrow. When after rigging, you will rotate the feet like this, so it will match the proportion. Okay, so over here, um, another observation. I'll match the height of this. Let's bring it a little bit more. Then select everything, and once again scale it so that you are matching the proportion. And once again, just drag it upward a little bit. Okay, here I can see it also should be straight, and here also it should be like this, circular. Absolutely fine. Okay, so we have done the blocking of the shoe. What I feel, it is a little bit too much. The height could be a little less. Uh, just showing another thing. If it is, if you feel to do it, you do. Otherwise, don't do it. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Okay. So far it's fine, guys. All of you are understanding what I'm doing. What about others? Okay, fine. So a little bit is remaining basically. Then I'll stop for the day. Sorry. What I am going to do basically, I am going to select the entire part, and if necessary, if you feel to do it, then only do it. I'm creating a little bit extension like this in this area. Okay, now the same thing I'm going to do, selecting these and this, and mesh tool, crease. Okay, you were going to get this border. Now for this also, what I supposed to do basically, I need to, so in this case also I can do the same thing. Okay, okay, this is fine. Now in the forehand, go to the forehand. Over here we created the loops, right? If you can remember, but in the forehand we didn't. So for the forehand, over here, in this I don't have to take any tension because we already created the topology. If you can remember the last day, right? So I did one edge loop. Now just to create the shape of it, create the edge loop so that it can hold the shape. So I'm creating similar kind of density. How much density I have created over here? So adding similar kind of density. Okay, that's all. Topology and shape I already created last day. So you can see now the character is looking like this.
Sir, like
Yes.
finger, we have like in fingers we have joints. We have added three loops nearer.
Leg
That we
finger,
have to do. Yes, in fingers.
toes, no?
Yes, sir.
Toes you were talking about, no?
Yes, I means between joints, loop has to be near to
No,
bend.
over here, three edge loops are not needed. Why? Because leg fingers generally we don't animate. But if some story is there where leg fingers he was showing in close-up shot like holding something uh, by using the toes, then definitely you need to manipulate like each and every joint according to the three edge loops. Definitely that should be done, but otherwise it is not needed.
Sir, in forearms also, no?
Over here,
Yes, sir. Forearm
definitely in
joint.
the wrist, definitely you have to do. But you know what? From here to here, we don't have any problem. From here to here, so here we have problem because the elbow is there in this area. But in this area, we don't have any problem. Why don't have any problem? Because there is no joint. But again, coming to the wrist, there is a joint. So again, we have to work in this area in the wrist.
Yes, sir. Elbow area will be there. Loops.
Sorry, elbow area.
Just above
Yeah,
the shirt fold.
elbow area. Actually, last day only I created three loops. If you can remember.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember these three loops? I already created last time. So that's there. So in this area, don't have any problem because we already have created all these loops in this area. So there is no problem. Even the 6 valence is not there. We rectified it. Even in this side, we rectified it. So there is no problem. So now only this part we can work with. And have you seen one thing? Like I blocked in the entire model according according to the dress of this character. Okay, that you need to understand. So you don't have to model the inner surface and then creating the cloth. It's not like that. So I blocked in itself with the cloth. Okay, here the neck is visible separately. That's why I extracted this and made it separate. And that can be a good idea because definitely it is going to have a different material. Even this one, this part, because this is going to be skin, so we can extract it and can make it separate. Okay, guys, understood? Maybe later on in texturing also I can show you how to texture even this character only. That will be better. So all of you just create a character with me so that in texturing also we'll be doing the texturing of the same character.
So in texturing, we will do in Substance Painter.
No, in Photoshop.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Drawing the details.
Yes, everything we'll do in Photoshop.
Because you sir said Substance Painter we will use.
Substance Painter will come later in your third year. In your third year, and that also those will be doing the specialization for modeling texturing. For them, we can do Substance Painter and ZBrush. Basically, the lecture I will take in front of the entire batch only, but only for them. And that also, if there are students in that, then only we'll do. Okay.
And, and separate texturing students for those
Hmm,
who are
so-
interested in texture.
that's fine. That also is fine. We can do Substance Painter. Okay, guys. So all of you understood what today I have done. Only I was just fine tuning the individual areas basically. Okay. So just give time to the individual areas and try to give proper shape and try to create proper topology. Uh, once again, I will tell you the same thing. See, because of this, I created the topology itself like this. Okay, you can see. Sorry, not this one. Uh, these things you need to really learn. So this, okay, because the shape was like this, I created the topology like this. So the next also going according to the topology. Next, then after that, next after that, next after that. It's like that. So according to the topology, everything according to the topology. Even guys in this area also, what I feel we can do a bevel. So bevel with one segment. So like the last one, I'm sure it is going to look interesting. Yes, you can see it's looking interesting, giving the color shape. And another area is there, so not that much. Just select this and isolate select. So how much, from here, to there, this much. Just add bevel. Don't know there is any problem. It's not taking basically in this area. Let us check. Okay, there is already one sharp edge, and if you can guess why it is happening, because up to this much the normal is different, and from here the normal is different. Okay, in this area the normal is different, and that is the reason the bevel is not happening. But it's fine then. I can see a problem. Okay, so edit mesh and collapse. I guess now you understood what is the use of collapse. Now everything is fine. All right. So this was it for today. Okay, guys. Now tell me. Yes, Saurabh. Start. I'll just stop sharing. Yes, start.